Cloves don't even need an introduction when it comes to the various health benefits they offer. You might know them as a natural toothache reliever, but they have so much more to offer. The compound that makes them effective for pain relief is called eugenol. But not just pain relief, this compound has even been studied for its potential against many kinds of bacterial infections, viral infections, fungal infections, and even many types of cancers. And well, speaking of pain relief, cloves, particularly clove oil, have also been found to be very effective against other kinds of pain in the body, especially muscle aches, tummy aches, leg cramps, abdominal cramps, and even excruciating pain that many arthritis patients suffer from. Another thing that makes them pretty impressive is their anti-stress or relaxing effects on the brain. Simply put a few cloves in your cup of green tea, and you won't just be enhancing its taste, but it might also help you relax and wind down. And gentlemen, we have got good news for you too in the form of cloves. Studies show that cloves might even help boost your testosterone levels, improve sexual desire, sperm count, and sperm motility, and even improve blood flow to your organs, including your reproductive organs, improving your overall sexual performance, and relieving the symptoms of erectile dysfunction. But wait, can you use clove oil to massage your reproductive organs or other parts of your body? How to use clove oil? How to eat cloves in a way that you could maximize their health benefits? And most importantly, is there anything you should know about cloves if you've any health conditions and are taking medications? Certainly, these things are really important to understand so that you don't make the same mistakes that many people do. Let's learn more about those common mistakes and see how to use cloves or clove oil in an optimized way. Number 1. Cloves for diabetics. Cloves can be a great addition to the diet for diabetics provided that they are taken in appropriate amounts and at appropriate times. First, let's look at the brighter side. You might be surprised to know that cloves are one of those few foods that have been shown to have anti-diabetic properties, meaning they can potentially reverse diabetes. Some studies have also shown that cloves can significantly improve insulin sensitivity and insulin levels, and even slow down the metabolism of sugar when taken with a carb-rich diet. This might allow for a slow but gradual rise in blood sugar, preventing blood sugar spikes and improving the ability of the body's cells to utilize the available blood sugar. But there is a twist. If you have diabetes, avoid taking cloves on an empty stomach, particularly in the morning when you don't intend to have a meal for the next 1 to 2 hours and your blood sugar levels might already be too low. Taking 1 to 2 cloves 30 minutes before a meal, during a meal, or an hour after having a meal might be a much better approach. Another important thing to learn is the possible interaction of cloves with diabetes medications. Avoid taking cloves right before or after your diabetes medications, especially the ones used to lower blood sugar. Combining cloves with sugar-lowering medications might even cause hypoglycemia, which can be life-threatening sometimes. To avoid that, wait at least 1 to 2 hours after your medications before you eat cloves. More importantly, keep monitoring your blood sugar to ensure that cloves aren't causing undesirable fluctuations in your blood sugar levels. Number 2. For heart patients. Studies show that cloves have cholesterol-lowering properties, the LDL cholesterol to be more specific. In fact, a study showed that eugenol, the primary component of cloves, might even be able to reduce the liver's ability to produce cholesterol. Some studies evaluating the effects of cloves on diabetes patients also showed that cloves might reduce the production of triglycerides, which are more prone to become plaque, deposit inside arteries, and cause heart attacks and strokes in diabetic people. You might also be surprised to know that eugenol also seems to be an antioxidant. Studies show that this compound can prevent bigger LDL cholesterol particles from oxidizing, becoming plaque, and sticking to the artery walls. Now, let's move on to the part where you should be careful about using cloves. Avoid taking cloves alongside medications commonly used to manage high blood pressure, particularly blood thinners, including aspirin and warfarin, antiplatelets, and anticoagulants. The same risk for interaction also applies to people with bleeding disorders, including the ones taking vitamin K supplements. We'll also learn about which supplements you should be careful about while eating cloves, so stay with us. For most people, taking 1 to 2 cloves with a time gap of at least 1 to 2 hours between medications and clove consumption should be working well and be beneficial. However, if you have a history of heart attacks or strokes, or your blood pressure's already uncontrolled, make sure to talk to your healthcare expert before making cloves a regular part of your diet. Number 3. Cloves for fatty liver. Let's cut this one shorter. Cloves can help improve insulin sensitivity and metabolism. In simple words, it means that cloves might help your body burn fats more quickly, including the kind that might be deposited around your liver, or the kind that could be contributing to those love handles. In fact, some studies also showed that eugenol in cloves might help the liver to recover from damage caused by fatty liver or liver cirrhosis. That said, taking too many cloves or too much clove essential oil can be very toxic to the liver and other organs. So the solution is simple. Avoid eating more than 4 cloves per day or using 10 to 30 milliliters or 2 to 6 teaspoons of clove essential oil, which is already too concentrated and contains high amounts of eugenol. Number 4. For pregnant women. Pregnant women should avoid eating cloves. This is mainly because eugenol in cloves acts both as a muscle relaxant and a laxative. These effects can stimulate uterine contractions and increase the risk of premature labor. The effects of cloves or eugenol on breastfeeding women are also not much known, so it is best to stay on the safe side and avoid cloves or clove essential oil. Number 5. For people with bleeding disorders. People with bleeding disorders and those who are taking medications that have something to do with clotting factors should not eat cloves or use clove essential oil. Plus, if you have vitamin K deficiency and taking supplements for it, avoid taking them with or around the time when you eat cloves. Eugenol can slow down blood clotting, so both cloves and cloves essential oil can mess with the function of vitamin K. Number 6. For men. Gentlemen, as we mentioned earlier, eating cloves can be good for sexual health and overall general health, and it might even help improve the symptoms of erectile dysfunction if you have it. But avoid applying clove oil to your sensitive parts or anywhere around the genital area. As mentioned before, eugenol acts as a muscle relaxant. It also has a numbing effect, and it is more concentrated in clove essential oil than in cloves themselves. So, be careful. Number 7. Avoid taking cloves with these supplements. According to some sources, cloves and clove essential oil might interact with several herbal supplements, including fish oil or omega-3 supplements, flax seed oil, vitamin B complex, including all 8 essential B vitamins, vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin K. These interactions are minor and not too significant to cause any adverse reactions. But it's best to avoid eating cloves or using cloves essential oil alongside supplements, especially vitamin K. Number 8. Other important considerations. Watch out for signs of allergic reactions when using clove oil topically. These include hives, difficulty breathing, and swelling of the face, tongue, lips, or throat. Allergic reactions with oral cloves are less common but still possible. These include muscle pain or weakness, numbness in hands or feet, nausea, trouble breathing, changes in heart rhythms, and dizziness. Another important thing to understand is that clove essential oil isn't safe to consume orally. If you want to use it for toothaches or other gum issues, follow this method. Dilute a few drops of olive oil with a carrier oil, such as coconut oil or olive oil. A good ratio is 1 to 2 drops of clove oil per teaspoon of carrier oil. Dip a cotton swab in the mixture and then apply it to the affected tooth and the gum area around it. It might start showing its effects within a few minutes. You can do that up to 3 times a day. To use clove oil as a mouth rinse, simply add a drop of clove oil to a glass of warm water. Then swish this mixture in your mouth for 1 to 2 minutes, and then spit it out. This solution acts as a good antibacterial mouthwash, helps against gum infections, lowers inflammation in the gums, and helps improve overall oral health. For oral use, simply chew and eat 1 to 2 cloves daily. It might be the best way to enjoy all the health benefits they have to offer. You can also consider drinking clove tea, which you can make by steeping 2 to 3 cloves in a cup of hot water for 10 minutes. You can also drink a clove water mixture, just like the one we told you about for mouthwash. Be sure to watch these videos on our channel too.